Okay, so this is your run from Friday, and I don't know if you've ever had the videos before, so what we do is we'll just watch the run in regular time, and I won't really make not any like detailed comments, and then we watch it again in slow motion, and then that's when I start and stop and break things down and show you more specifically. Oh boy. He's actually doing pretty good. I mean, there's not been a ton of sniffing. Boy, he's sticking with you. All right, good boy. Okay, so now we're going to slow it down, and we're going to look at it some more. I would start him farther back away from the jump. I know you don't ever have like a really long lead out with him, but I would just set him back a little bit farther, like maybe back here, so that when he stands up, he'll have time to make a full stride before he has to take the jump. And he doesn't normally knock bars, but it's just nice to let them, sort of be able to get into stride before they take the jump. He had to work pretty hard to get over that jump. Okay, so that was good there. I'm glad you're doing this video thing because I kind of have been curious about something with him for a long time. So here you need to cue a turn, right? Because he needs to turn and come over here to this jump. And the weave poles are out here straight ahead, so he might be looking at that, or he might be looking at the tunnel, or who knows. And you're starting to peel away, but you're still giving all forward cues for this jump. You're not indicating that there's a turn coming at all, okay? And he needs that information right here, because this is the stride right here before he takes off. So he finishes the stride and then he takes off. Well, once he takes off, he can't do anything about where he's going to land, okay? The last information that he had was that you guys were just going to go forward. So he's taking the jump perpendicular, and he's taking it straight, and he's taking it with a long stride, which is all just forward cues. Now you're peeling away, but he can't do anything about it now. So then you clap because you want to make sure that he knows that there's a turn, and his nose goes down to the ground, okay? And he goes around the jump. And he goes around the jump because he landed so long off of this, and then his nose went down, and he wasn't paying attention, and then by the time he looked up again, he was just easier just to go around the jump than to come back and take it. And I have a little bit of a theory that not all of his sniffing, certainly not all of his sniffing, but some of his sniffing, I think, is because it's a little bit of a displacement behavior from he doesn't know, like he didn't know there was a turn here, and then all of a sudden you're clapping and calling him because there was a turn, and his nose goes down. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I'm going to sort of start watching that a little bit more. And now he has to loop back, so he's like, well, I'm just going to sniff since I'm out here anyways. So you get him over there. Sorry, excuse me. And it would have been hard to get him over the right jump next, based on how you had to loop him back so he could take this one. And so then the angle that you were coming at the next one was just off. So that would have been hard. Okay, and you get him into the tunnel. Yay. You get him over the double just fine. Okay, now again, it's hard to see because you're down at the other end there. But, okay, so here's the stride right here before he takes off. So there's his stride. He's going to finish it, and he's going to lift off. And you are just now cutting over to show that there's a turn, basically. But this stride right here, everything about you is forward. And he doesn't really have enough experience. I mean, more experienced dogs would know that, well, we're not going to just run straight to the wall. I mean, surely we're going to turn because all the equipment is over here. And, you know, so more experienced dogs might figure it out, but he's not more experienced. And so what you should have done here, I think the way you chose to handle it is fine, but you should have just ran straight until he landed and then turned him on the flat or on the ground, right? So not trying to cue a turn when he's in the air or anything, especially over the double, because that's a spread jump, and those, they're going to jump spread jumps longer than regular jumps because it's wider. Okay, so here you kind of cut in, and he kind of goes in front of you, and now he's back to jumping up at you and stuff. You know, not sure what he's supposed to do. Okay, so we get him moving again. His nose goes down again. That time might have just been him, I don't know. Okay, and you get this part. And you switch to the other side there. Have a little bit of trouble in the weaves. But you get him through, he's a good boy. So, in this part, probably you should have done a front cross at the end of the weave pulls, so you could have run on this side, and then maybe done a rear cross at this jump, because it's kind of hard to tell from this camera angle, but see the way you're running? You're running like in a diagonal line like this, but he actually needs to go over here to take this jump, right? So again, here's his stride before he takes off, and everything about you is forward, and you're actually moving in this direction. And that's exactly what he does. He moves parallel to your path. He's brilliant, right? So you didn't give him, you know, very good indication that he needed to come to that jump, and it would have been hard to do so with you running on this side of the jump. You see that? You really were cueing this jump. And then there his nose went down again. So now you've slowed down. He knows, you know, you're probably calling, you're clapping again, and look, his nose goes down because he's like, okay, well, I thought I knew what we were doing, but I guess not. All right, good boy. But he's so happy. He's fine. You know, I don't think you're... I just think we need to... We'll just keep working on it. And you've already improved a lot, so don't be discouraged or anything. You've already improved a lot. And we all just continue to improve all the time. It's like an ongoing... It's an ongoing change, all right? Good job.